Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching. It would mean the world to us if you could just scroll down, like, hit the subscribe button for the Snaps YouTube channel. It goes a long way towards helping us out. Now, let's dive into some college football. Real quick before we move on from Georgia, Aaron, surprise topic.
Uh-oh.
Is Kirby Smart going to leave for the NFL? I mean, I saw a message board post.
Are you hearing the Falcons rumors? Are you hearing
I
the
saw a
Falcons rumors?
message board post, okay, on like Dog Sports Forum or something. And it was somebody who said they're very well connected. So I'm going to take him at face value there. And yeah, saying that the Falcons, maybe like the Titans, talking to Curbs to the tune of 20 to 25 mil. So let's take a step back. Obviously, I'm being a bit cheeky. Obviously, I'm being a bit cheeky saying like, trust the message board. What I want to explore more is why wouldn't? Like, why do we think Kirby Smart, just the NFL has no allure to him? Because he feels like he's a college coach for life. Absolutely.
He does.
And maybe
he's in his dream. He's in his dream job. This is where he went to school.
Oh, hold on now.
It's all beautiful. Okay. I'll pause.
And I get it. I mean, he looks like a college frat kid. So like I could see he fits, right? But then I think, and I'm like, okay, I listened to him motivate his players pregame, halftime, and that's just good leadership. Like that plays well on any level. That's not like a college coach. I look at the scheme that he runs. I look at how he runs an organization. Really, the only thing that would be different is it's sometimes hard to tell at how good a organization is at scouting when it comes to NFL versus college, because in college you have a lot of people putting information in the hive mind, and so you can choose the highest ranked players. And if you're just the baddest at recruiting and you land enough of them, it's going to work out. Where NFL, you have to get the evaluation right more often than not. So I don't know about that, but everything else says that Kirby actually would play well in the NFL. To me,
they'd be great. I think the only difference is Kirby is a true old school coach in the sense of and why he's been so successful. He learned from Nick Saban of controlling every aspect and wanting to control every aspect of a player's life, essentially. Like, from the way they eat to train to working out to dealing with every little thing. Like he wants to run everything, and he should. I mean, he's a CEO. We always talk about with college football, who is the face of the program? It's not the quarterback. It's not the receiver. It's the head coach. You are the big boss. You're the big man on campus. There are money being generated through the university because of Nick Saban and because of Kirby Smart. So you have a lot of power. You're not saying like NFL coaches don't have power. They have a ton of power. But you ain't the face, and you ain't telling some dude that's making $40, $50 million that he can't go do something.
No, but
you have a lot more control. And I do think that there's a sense of, when you are a college coach, of yes, the negatives are your life could be at times living hell because of all the responsibilities, all the stress, dealing with 18, 22-year-olds, dealing with the academics, dealing with the transfer portal, dealing with the recruiting, a million things. But at least you're in control of all of it.
So
your finger is on every single aspect of it.
I agree with you. But doubling your salary.
Oh, it's the money's
and having to not deal and having to not deal and to be clear, like coaching contracts are not public generally, right? So there are, like, I know Belichick's been making over 20 mil for a while now, or rumors are. It's not 1,000% confirmed, but it's pretty much understood. So like there are some really big deals in the league that we don't really know about. Like Carroll's been making crazy money forever. And so that number doesn't feel like it could be real. I'm not saying any of this is real. It could be real. And then this is kind of an interesting point in the chat from Cell of Awareness. If you like developing a player, it's now easier in the NFL. You get a rookie for 4 years under contract. In college, a player can hit the portal if you don't give him what he wants as a freshman. That's actually true. It's actually kind of crazy to consider that it is now arguably easier to develop young talent.
I mean, what's the point of really developing young talent in college football when the next year, if the kid doesn't pan out, you can just hit the portal and get someone else yourself, because you don't know how committed that kid is truly to you. And that's one of the things that does need to improve from a college standpoint. If we do get to these kids being employees, and I'm sure this will be part of it. Like there has to be some sort of contract where you just can't pick up and leave whenever the hell you want
Yeah,
to.
yeah, that all gets collectively.
100%.
I mean, I'm not a
It's
lawyer.
a nightmare.
I would think it all gets. I kind of love it personally. I fucking
But
love
like,
it.
what motivation does a coach have to truly develop young talent if he always knows in the back of his head that there's going to be a handful of kids at that position next year, or that kid may end up leaving anyways?
Well, because
too.
coaches still want their own piece of clay that they molded into this final piece of pot, like this beautiful piece of art.
I think
like,
the elites do. The elites do. But I think past like the top 10, 15 programs in college football, they're looking just to win football games and survive.
Yeah.
They're just looking to get the best players every single year. And if that means Lane Kiffin style or Dion style, we're going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, again, we'll know more about this when we get a few more years of data.
I will say this, the millions, I would say if it was equal money, he wouldn't go. But if you're telling me that there's a $5 to $10 million increase in his payment, you have to take that.
Red and Black Dog says, bro, after that many millions, what's another 10 million? I understand that from like our like normal person perspective. Like I feel you. Like I feel like if you gave me $10 million right now, I could almost like I could. I mean, I could probably quit my job or just do whatever I wanted for fun and like yes, like easily like live off of that, right? So I feel that, but I mean, look at Nick Saban. Has all the money in the world and still making more money. And so like just a basic human thing is that people always just want more money. Now, I think John raises the greatest point that I believe that Kirby Smart will not go to the NFL. And that is because John says, doesn't Kirby want to be a legend among legends though? I think he'll only do that at UGA because he got this job so much earlier than Nick Saban got a big time head coaching job. And because he hasn't taken a sojourn to the NFL, like Kirby Smart legitimately, as insane as this sounds, has the inside track to being the greatest college football coach of all time.
Yeah.
Like he has the years, if he has the energy to keep it up, he has the years to beat Nick Saban, to amass more titles. And I think there is something to be said for one of you. What do you mean? I don't even care if it's
I get the years. I get the years. It's going to be a lot harder to win a national championship than it was for the past 2 decades.
Yeah.
Significantly harder. We talked about the other day, like, what are the chances of us seeing like 15? Like, it is going to be. I mean,
yeah, but you're also. But hold on now. But Kirby's also going to get more opportunity.
He's going to get more opportunity.
This year, one loss kept you out. Next year, that Georgia team's in there, and then all you.
I'm just saying, we have Georgia as the #1 team in the country right now. We will probably put 3 teams on this list, these top 12 lists, that Georgia has to go on the road to face. They have to go to Tuscaloosa, to Austin, to Oxford. That's 3 other top 10 teams in the country.
But they'll be in the playoff no matter what.
And then you have to find a way to, if you survive those, win an SEC championship game, possibly, or you get in without it, and then go through a 12-team playoff. I'm just saying, like, that is a hell of a season.
I know.
To think you're going to do that for 5 more times. 5 more times.
But in 35 more years? Like that's like if he's going to coach.
He's 85. What is he, 50? He's around 50.
I thought he was in his 40s.
He's late 40s.
He was like 49. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's Saban in?
He's in his 40s. He's 49.
Yeah, there you go.
35 more years. He's 85 years old.
He's 48. He just turned 48.
Another 20 years.
Third.
The coaches till he's 70. Another 22 years. He has to make 5 more in this era of football in the next 22 years.
Hey, all I'm saying is, 12-team playoff, you could argue is harder, but you could also argue it's easier. More margin for error. Get him in the playoffs. He'll have more opportunity to actually win the tournament, which is something that hasn't happened. So, and look, maybe he won't push till I don't know, whatever. It's all crazy. I'm just saying I could see that being a reason why he maybe stays, but who knows? Maybe he wants to test his mettle in the NFL. I will say this.
It's money. I will not blame a man for doubling up his money and going to the NFL.
I've made this.
Especially if it's in Atlanta. Dude, he would be an absolute – he already is a legend in the state for winning back-to-back national championships. Imagine if he goes to the Falcons and turns the Falcons into a successful NFL franchise.
I would.
I mean, that is a whole nother level.
When I tell you I would salt burn those Georgia tears, oh my God. There are at least 2 scenes in Saltburn that would be representative of how much joy and how I would act if Kirby Smart left Georgia and went to the NFL.